Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back again with another cryptocurrency video. Today we're going to be talking about the top altcoins, and these are the cryptos that are going to be the best altcoins to buy in 2021 in my opinion. So we're going to go over this list here. I'm going to talk a little bit about these cryptos. This isn't going to be a detailed analysis of these coins. I am more just going to list and give you some of the main reasons why I think they're going to do good and how high I think they can go. But for more detailed analysis videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel or check if I haven't already made them for these specific coins. So, of course, here we're going to be looking at more, mid to smaller sized altcoins and the opportunities in terms of profit that they can potentially provide. So right off the bat here, we got one of my favorite cryptos, Cardano, currently at the 5th spot with market cap of $35 billion. So this is very quickly becoming one of the bigger coins out there, but I still think it has a lot of opportunity, right? A lot of people are already talking about Cardano potentially going to $5 or even $10, and I think that's absolutely possible. As you can see here, we just completed the cup and handle formation. I think we're going to move higher from here. And really, right, it's onward towards $1.50, $2, and $2.50. So that trajectory is looking very good. Of course, if you want to buy Cardano or any other altcoin in this video, make sure to check out Binance. Link to Binance in the description. I'm not sponsored by them. They're just my favorite exchange that I use personally. So once again, if you do want to purchase any of these altcoins, make sure to check out the Binance exchange link in the description of this video. Looking at some of the blockchain statistics, we're going to see a lot of interesting information. One of them is that the transactions greater than 100K in the last 7 days for Cardano are very impressive, $37 billion worth. Okay, also I want you to take a look at this indicator right here, the net network growth, which is a momentum signal that basically shows the amount of new addresses, right? Minus the addresses that go to zero. So basically these are new addresses that are being funded, right? And that's a massive increase of over 6%. So the network is growing tremendously right now. And that combined with everything I talked about is one of the reasons why Cardano is, of course, one of my favorite altcoins and one I think is one of the top buys for 2021. Obviously, this is not financial advice, so just take everything as my own opinion and make sure to do your own research as well. But Cardano, it has a great team behind it. Charles Hoskinson, if you know anything about him, the founder, is absolutely amazing, and we've already seen till how high he's carried it. Now we have major funds that are coming into Cardano. So for that reason, Cardano is one that I like a lot. Next up, we got Polkadot. This is one that's talked about as well. This is one of the bigger ones. And don't worry, we're going to get into some of the smaller altcoins. And really, these are altcoins that could easily 4 to 5x, right, in the next year or two. Many of these are, and overall, any decent cryptocurrency is probably going to do very good in the next 1 to 2 years. So if you don't see your crypto that you're holding in this video, that doesn't mean that it's bad. I can't put every crypto in this video. These are just some of my favorites that I think are very well set up right now. So looking into Polkadot, what you're going to see here is, first off, I'm going to give it some credit for the beautiful increase in price and the steadiness of this uptrend, right? I mean, it's barely dropped since it launched, which is very impressive, and also just a sign of its steadiness, right? Funds are really buying up this token. I've actually seen predictions that go up to $700 for Polkadot. So obviously a little bit of a bigger market cap. It's around $35 billion as well. This is a layer 2 solution to Ethereum. Very interesting blockchain for interoperability. That's going to be huge in the future. Transaction scalability, things like that, right? They're really trying to be that backbone for a lot of networks and cryptos out there. So this is one that I like a lot. And for Cardano and Polkadot, if they can get a 2 to 3 times X, I'm going to consider that pretty good for the next year. And I mean, they could even 4 to 5x really if a lot of money and institutions go into them, which is looking like it. It's hard to say if that's going to happen in the next year or in the next 3 years. But overall, right, the upward trajectory should remain for both of those. Once again, these are some of the bigger coins in this video, right? So here we got a little bit smaller of a coin, Litecoin. Sure you've heard of it, and don't worry, like I said, we got the gems later in this video, but I am going over all these coins just in case you might also hold some of these coins and know why I'm bullish on them, for example. So Litecoin, obviously a coin that's been around since a long time ago. It stood the test of time. It's gotten some new interesting updates like the minimal privacy option, things like that. So now we're seeing it come back towards its all-time high. It didn't actually put in an all-time high just yet, right? All-time high was around $350, currently at $200. More medium, $10 billion, $13 billion market cap. So it still has some room to grow here, which is really nice. And this is one of the cryptos that's going to be added on PayPal. That has been added to PayPal, I should say. There's a lot of people that are going to start using Litecoin a lot more. So for that reason, I think Litecoin is going to do very well. And since it's a crypto that's been around, it's been pretty stable as well recently. I like it a lot. I think we're going back to the all-time high, and I think we're even going to touch $500 within a year's time. So overall, Litecoin gets a big thumbs up from me for just being one of the safer, more predictable plays out there right now, considering that it's already got some partnerships and of course the big PayPal integration that is absolutely huge, considering that this is one of the smallest coins that's going to be added on PayPal. Next up, we got Chainlink. This is really one of my favorite ones. I very often overlook Chainlink even personally. I did make a couple prediction videos about it and pretty much was spot on with the price increase, but I never actually bought into Chainlink anytime in the past. But actually now more than ever, I'm actually thinking about buying into Chainlink at $30, which I think is still very cheap for Chainlink, right? Chainlink is really the go-to crypto in terms of connecting blockchains. And if you look at certain websites, I wish I could pull that up for you today, but you can actually see the blockchain of Chainlink and the oracles and everything working together. And it's truly a crypto that's functioning right now. And it's connecting, like I said, all these different cryptos together, all these blockchains, oracles, and APIs. So it's got a very big use case and a lot of partnerships. The thing that you need to realize with this is, when all these companies, right, we even have people like Google taking an interest into Chainlink. This is a really big deal, right? These are major names in the cryptocurrency space and just in the technology space in general. And like I said, this is actually something that's being used. Now, this is not something that's just going to go away, right? There's going to be more and more a need for Chainlink's decentralized Oracle network, right? And the fact that it can provide reliable, tamper-proof inputs and outputs for complex smart contracts on any blockchain. That may be a little bit complicated for you to understand, but the basic idea here is that it connects blockchains together, something that's going to be needed more and more in the future with all these cryptos that are coming out, right? So for that reason, I love Chainlink. Once again, this is a crypto that is on Binance, so make sure to check out Binance if you want to buy any of these altcoins, including Chainlink. But I really do like Chainlink here. I think that this one is an easy 10x. As far as the next year specifically, I think we're very quickly going to get up to $50, and absolutely, I think we can reach $100 in the next year for Chainlink. And really looking more towards 2, 3, 4, 5 years out. This could easily be a $100, $200, even $300 billion market cap coin in the years to come. I really think that this one is very much undervalued right now for how much it's being used and for how much it's going to be used in the future to connect all these things together, right? Really like Chainlink over here. We have also got in this video of top altcoins for 2021, Dogecoin. This is, of course, one of the most talked about cryptocurrencies, for better or worse. And it's gotten so much press, so many people talk about it, joke about it. The funny thing is, I actually think this crypto is going to continue to surprise people, continue to beat expectations and move higher. So right now it's only at 5 cents. It's got a $7.2 billion market cap, which is pretty big for a coin that basically started out as a joke. Funny thing is, people are literally using this coin to transact. We're seeing merchants opening up Dogecoin for actually purchasing a bunch of different things. So people are actually using it to buy stuff, and on top of it, it's going to be targeted for anybody who's trying to really get a cheap coin that's going to do really good. This is one of them. There's a lot of people behind this coin. A lot of people like it now. You've got Elon Musk always talking and joking about it. I think that this is going to be a $1 cryptocurrency in the future. Now, I've seen that target being thrown around, but I really think we're going to see this coin at $1. Of course, first we're going to want to reach that 10-cent level, which I think is very much going to happen in the next year. And really, I want to see this move towards 50 cents, right? That's a good initial price target in the next year or so. And really, I think in the next 5 years, we could see Doge easily being at $1, believe it or not. So That's going to be a pretty crazy thing to see, but I really think that's going to happen for Dogecoin. I don't really need to talk much more about this one. It's being used. It's literally a functional cryptocurrency. It has a massive amount of transaction, over 100K, right? $6.6 billion worth in the last 7 days. So this is actually a growing cryptocurrency that's being used. Merchants are accepting it. Like I said, we've got positive network growth, increase in accumulation here in bullish position by large holders. We've got an increase in positions, and also most people are actually now profitable, which is good, right? People are very bullish on this coin. It is pretty close to its all-time high, as you can see, but I think without a doubt we're going to move above 10 cents within the next 2-3 months. I think we're going to see Dogecoin be above 10 cents. And you have to remember, right, we're probably going to see an altcoin cycle. Things like Dogecoin are going to be some of the best coins to benefit from an altcoin cycle, as much as people might see it as, you know, a bit of a meme. But we're entering sort of the smaller cryptos, right, or maybe a little bit more medium-sized. We've got Solana, currently ranking 22nd spot. This is one that may have flown under your radar. It's getting a lot of press right now, currently around $15, $4.2 billion market cap. So Solana is actually a altcoin that is basically, you know, competing in a way with Ethereum. I want to show you their website because we've got some very cool stuff. As you can see here, it's really, you know, been taking up on an altcoin similar to Polkadot and has been going up ever since. I don't think it's going to stop here. This one could very easily be a 5 to 10x. Now I want you to look at this, right? Build crypto apps that scale. Solana is a fast, secure, censorship-resistant blockchain, providing the open infrastructure required for global adoption. That's really what they're targeting, right? And look at these statistics. We've got 338 millisecond block time, super small average fee per transaction, right? 0.0001, and a massive network of 659 global validators. And here you can see all the transactions live, right? So this is actually being used as we speak. This is, you know, growing in use and adoption right now. They've got a 50K transactions per second, which is super impressive, right? That's better than pretty much most of what's out there right now. Low cost, scalable. I mean, this is already functioning, and this is something that a lot of cryptos are trying to attain, like Ethereum, for example. This is already working, right? That is huge, in my opinion. It's also got a pretty interesting team behind it, right? I believe the founder was I forget where he worked for, but he was in the tech space and did some pretty interesting stuff in the past. So Solana gets a very big thumbs up from me, and I really think that this is like getting into an Ethereum at kind of a cheaper price. Now it's hard to say exactly, you know, where the kind of peak is going to be for Solana, and how much it's going to be able to compete with some of the bigger, you know, blockchains out there. But as of right now, you know, it reaching $40-50 billion market cap does not seem that hard to me. And that means that in the next year, I think it can very easily at least reach $50 and really even start moving towards $100 in the next 1 to 2 years. So also a huge opportunity here for Solana. And for that reason, you know, it gets a really big thumbs up from me. So moving on here, we've got a, once again, a little bit of a older cryptocurrency. We got Monero, right? This is kind of a similar play as Litecoin, right? Older cryptocurrency. It's been around. It stood the test of time. All-time high around $421, currently at $221. Now, what's interesting with Monero is it's, you know, the go-to privacy coin, right? In terms of privacy and crypto, it doesn't get better than Monero. So just that use case alone, and considering that that's worked and that's been going on, is kind of the selling point for me for Monero. And I think that anybody who's seeking, you know, top-notch privacy is going to use Monero, going to buy Monero, and going to hold Monero. So for that reason, I think Monero is going to reach back its all-time highs and even go higher. And I think this is a coin that's actually going to probably, you know, reach $1,000 in the next 2 to 3 years. And, you know, that's very similar to Litecoin. Litecoin and Monero are probably going to move in a very similar manner. Only thing that is kind of dangerous with Monero is that it has been delisted from some exchanges due to how private it is for legal reasons. But, you know, it's still going to be used, from what I can tell, pretty much forevermore, right? So Monero and Litecoin, two very similar plays here in terms of, you know, the price movement and how it's probably going to move up both to, you know, $1,000. They're both around $200 right now. So moving on from Monero here, we have Neo, which I just made a whole analysis on Neo yesterday. This one is pretty straightforward. The Chinese version of Ethereum, you know, still very low compared to its all-time high, which was at around $200. And, you know, it's been flattening out. We're just now starting to see the uptrend, not even at $50 yet, and just a small market cap of under $3 billion. So this one very easy potential to reach back the all-time highs in the next year or two, and really could even end up, getting to some bigger numbers, such as, 300, 400, or even $500 in the next, 5 years. So that is a pretty nice crypto in my opinion, and an easy one to just aim. That all-time high is already, basically a little bit over a 4x right now. So 400% increase. That's pretty nice right there, considering how likely that is. Considering that it's a blockchain and a network that's been established, right? Neo has been around for a long time and is truly the Chinese version of Ethereum. I think China is going to back Neo over Ethereum, and I think we're going to see a lot more news towards that. Next up, we've got Algorand. This is a altcoin that did very well last year, and peaked out at around $1.73 on the most recent top. Now, smaller market cap, $2.8 billion. Its all-time high was much higher, actually around $3.25. Once again, a crypto that I do think is going to reach its all-time high and higher. And in the next 1 to 2 years, I think Algorand can easily get back to its all-time high and really start pushing more towards $5 here, right? Algorand is a cryptocurrency that has pure proof of stake. We'll go on the website real quick. It is founded by a Turing Award winner, Silvio Macaulay, and basically, it's kind of similar to Cardano. Can be seen as somewhat of a Cardano competitor. I like to think that they might work more alongside each other. But Charles Hoskinson, the founder of Cardano, actually said that he thinks Algorand could do pretty good, and he's been right for now. Right, they've got a lot of interesting stuff. Like I said, that pure proof of stake allows them to have, just on a mobile phone wallet, staking, where you get paid, I believe, every 9 minutes, your staking rewards, right? So they got a 6% API. As long as people are buying out that supply, it's going to do very well in my opinion. So interesting take on the proof of stake being a pure proof of stake blockchain, and it doesn't need forking. It has security, stability, and decentralization. Very cheap to make transactions are. They aim to be frictionless finance, and that's what they are, right? They're very cheap to transact with, and very scalable, right, in terms of transactions per second as well. So good cryptocurrency for that sector, and it's a sector that's been doing very well, those proof of stake coins, and Algorand is one of the better ones. So for that reason, also a crypto that I like a lot in terms of being one of the better altcoins, and also it's nice that it's a little bit on a smaller market cap level. So once again, moving through the list here, we're going to go towards some even smaller coins. Next up, we've got Engine Coin. Now, this is a coin that's been targeting a lot of the gaming in the blockchain space. It already did really skyrocket here, but I think that it's just all around still a very good altcoin, right? They have huge partnerships in China, and I think that the team behind them, right, they already are being used. Very interesting stuff, right? I mean, for games, apps, and projects, they are being integrated and chosen for this reason, right? Especially for the gaming space, like I said. So seems to be one of the most successful coins in that space, targeting that gaming sector, and that's why I like it so much, right? So once again, Engine Coin with huge progress in Japan right now in terms of what they're targeting. We've got some pretty nice volume as well. So overall, big network growth coin that I do like. In terms of how much it's going to go towards here, I think we're going to start moving towards $2.50 and really onwards towards $5. It might take a little bit longer to reach $5. It might take more 2 to 3 years, but this is one that I'd absolutely love on any dip, back towards more dollar, right? So especially if it did end up dipping below $1, that would be a very big buying opportunity for me for Engine Coin. So once again, a crypto that's unfortunately gone up quite a bit, but still a very good altcoin that deserves to be mentioned nonetheless. And like I said, there's so many good altcoins out there. These are just some of my favorite ones. And next off, I'm going to get into our last 3 bonus coins. These are some that could really easily 4 to 5x in the next year or two. We've got Celsius and Voyager token. These are both coins of platforms that are allowing for custodializing and lending, where you can earn some interest for holding your coins, right? Now, these are pretty low market cap, around 1.3 billion, but as you can see, they've literally only gone up. And Celsius, for example, has over, I believe, $5 billion in assets almost. So this is, undervalued by 5x, like I said. So this will probably reach that market cap of $5 billion, and with that, probably bringing the coin to around 25 bucks as well. Voyager is, a similar story, also being used a lot for the same reasons. You can see the all-time high here that was a little bit above $10, most likely going above that in the next year and really climbing higher, more towards $20, very similar to Celsius. So these two kind of go hand in hand. And then finally here for our last cryptocurrency of this video is going to be reserve rights. Reserve rights is the lowest market cap coin on in this video, right under $1 billion. It's got huge backing from people like Peter Thiel, one of the initial investors in Tesla, and they're basically trying to create a stable coin that's fully decentralized and based on a basket of assets, right, which is what they're kind of mentioning right here in this tag. So that might be a little bit hard to understand the whole technology behind it, but they're really aiming for a price of $1 for the RSV token, which is their stablecoin token. But from what I understood, right, the idea is that the reserve rights token is supposed to eventually get up and mimic that $1 value of their stablecoin, RSV. So right now it's only at 7 cents, and that means if we can only even get to half of that around the next year or so, next 1 to 2 years, that's already a 5x, right? Even a little bit over a 5x. And really, we're looking at $1 here is the real price target for reserve rights, which is over a 10x. So very interesting and overlooked altcoin, which has literally pretty much only been going up over time. It does tend to get some drops here and there, but very quick recoveries, and still the uptrend completely intact. Something that I just think we're going to keep on seeing, right? We're going to get some of these drops, but overall just keep on moving higher, above 10 cents, above 20 cents, and onwards towards 50 cents, and even onwards towards $1. So once again, reserve rights is an altcoin that's trading on Binance. And if you do want to trade reserve rights, any of the cryptos that I mentioned in this video and more, Binance is my favorite exchange. I use them personally. I've been using them since I got into crypto, and they've never disappointed me. Once again, I'm not sponsored by them. I'm truly recommending them because they're my favorite platform. And if you use them, make sure to check out my link in the description of this video to the Binance website. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more cryptocurrency videos like this. If you want to learn technical analysis, check out my course, link in the description of this video, and also make sure to follow me on Twitter for live market updates. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Stay safe and have a good day. I'll see you next time.